everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This will be a Ukrainian reading. I'm starting it a little later than the time I try to read or range. So I try to read around like midnight to 2:30-ish. I like reading at that time range, but this is okay too. And I've been staying up a little, not like that much. I sometimes stay up really late, but I've been enjoying taking walks like early in the morning because now it's cool out and I just want to savor the weather. And I'm looking at the clock, it's like 5:55. So there's like a bunch of different times happening because I'm originally from the East Coast and then I I'm staying with my parents right now because they wanted me to house it. They're at the house right now, but when they leave at like they leave for like weeks to months at a time. So I've been helping, and there could have been like, I mean, if you're thinking about an angel number, it may have a different significance. I'm also thinking about fives, like in general and in tarot. So there could have been like conflict or like getting out of your comfort zone or something that um there's like a fixing or like something that doesn't have like a resolution yet. It's almost like it may be changing in some way. And that could be also where the discomfort comes from. The card that popped out and turned over, and I don't have anything else turned over, is the Page of Cups. And I'm also getting like a yearning, like there might be like a naive or sweet, innocent type of energy too. That could also be like when you have these moments, there could be like a little bit of impatience or frustration, like when you're halted in some way. Um, for some reason, it reminded me like, but like I would say that I've waited years for like a military person, and I don't regret it. But there's like that type of yearning energy, and um, I still don't regret the things that I do. So I feel like it's really important, especially when you live your life with, um, like to, I'm not thinking of a better phrasing, but like to the type of lifestyle or how you want to have your life to be. And I do feel like at the end of the day, it makes you feel really um, satisfied. Like there's, um, and even like a proudness too, because you're sticking to like the truth that your soul is like going by in a way. And I continue, these cards are popping out, and I'm continuing to do these readings, of course, because I love doing them. What popped out is the Two of Swords. There's like energy of um not being able to see, like it, like when you don't see the full picture of something. But then recently, like a lot of songs that are like everything's gonna be alright, the cards keep popping out. So this one is the Nine of Pentacles, and it makes sense because like during this time, maybe when you're waiting, it could be waiting for some preparation, or you're maybe preparing, and that could be part of the waiting too for like certain moments. You could be waiting for a person. Uh, so that can be associated with like distance in some way. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, she's like, or he's like independent. Um, and this is also a person that knows their way around things. Like it's a functional type of energy where, um, life is enhanced with things, but it doesn't make you whole in a way, and that could go for like people. That could be like one of the lessons of what this cycle is. How to sustain and how to live your truth, how to um, live your truth and thrive with that truth if it feels like ultimately the right thing to do. If there's some, like, well, the Two of Swords is here, so there might be times where like uh it might be quick type of responses or thoughts, and I would be careful. But I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is grounded enough to where she or he doesn't, like, even if they want to make a decision based off of like impulse, and there's a good chance that they know not to be too hasty with things in that sense. This could also be like being like of a more mature or adulting type of era for you, or like a specific type of phase. Um, the cards keep popping out, so it's the Seven of Swords, the Opportunist. I did post a reading, like a mini, reading on my Instagram, and it was talking about that. I'll read what it says actually. Uh, Me changing my handle. So I did change my handle. It's Adrian Dot, the Kozak Spirit. So the reading, well, what I wrote, I had, um, just to say, the Queen of Cups, the Pages, Wands, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, well, so the Wheel of Fortune, overall energy, Knight of Cups, the future energy, present, the Sun, past, Page of Spears, um, the Queen of Cups, maybe thoughts, or like it was above the Sun, so it could go with the Sun too. That's how I placed it. And then with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Spears, and then I have, you came in to this with enthusiasm and a time, and at a time when you would have to sense the golden opportunity. Not every moment needs your time. Not all attention is good attention. Refine your life and remember that it's good to have boundaries. So there could also be conflict too because you set certain boundaries. Like there's certain things like maybe with your moral compass or how you live your life or like how you like again not really impulsive. There could be another energy that could be like more on the impulsive side and that could be where like the frustration is coming from too. Um there or the situation some type of energy seems like a little bit more impulsive than the other energy and or frustrated and it's like not really there's more of maybe being cautious too because of like what you have learned in the past and again with adulting I was like recently I'm gonna try pulling out one more card and I'm not trying to have the cards like flip but um and it did okay so I'm just gonna have that one and the cards are talkative. I was talking to my I was talking to two of my friends today actually because I was up really early and I was like, I wonder if she's up. Because she's up like it's like the times that I'm up, but she has like there's a 3 hour time difference because they're both on the East Coast and so I did talk to my one of my friends and then my other friend called me because she actually had her own opportunity too because she put me down as a reference and it's fun being a reference for somebody when the jobs are like uh calling you and they're just like so do you see leadership skills yes I see all the leadership skills and you just like talk it up and just like say the best things about them and it looks and when you're talking about it it's not only just being like give like some reasoning and sensibility to it, but it is fun to do. So I missed a call from the person that wanted to talk to me about being a reference for her, and I called back. And the person was at office, so I was like, okay. So and then they called me back, but I was like going in and out of sleep at that point because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep at this time, and then like I had to do a bunch of calls afterwards, really mainly that and academic and work stuff for myself. So, um, and she was even talking about, oh my God, are we adulting now? Because we're trying to get like our lives together, like for real, we're trying to get our lives together because like, um, we're kind of at that age where we we're trying to buckle down and like with the youngins that maybe like see us being like, you guys are just like what happened to you doing this or that? I remember somebody told me that like even a couple of years ago when I got out of college and then I really tried to like get into a career path like in the medical field that I'm in and they're like Adrian used to be fun and I'm like girl I have like I have stuff to do. It's kind of just it's not like meant to be like tripping other people out. It's just like we gotta make sure that we cover ourselves and um, maybe we'll enjoy our lives once we're more established and we'll have like the resources to do more things. So it's interesting that I was talking about that and this is going with this card. So this is the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, it says harmony here. The Seven of Swords says opportunist, which is what I was bringing up. Knight of Pentacles has a specific lore to it. It's Skithash. I know I'm not saying that correctly. I'm sorry. And then the Two of Swords says trust. So it could also be like trusting the process. And I was like talking about, oh, songs coming up being like, everything's gonna be all right, like literally in the lyrics, like everything's gonna be all right. And I'm not like one to just be like, oh my god, let me listen to like all this uplifting music. No, like, my playlist like hits. Like it hits like every like emotion that you could have, and um I keep a lot of it like because I'm just like, well, you don't want to be in the car just like randomly start crying because like you just have these lyrics that pop up, and that's literally like what happens sometimes, but I'm okay with it. um I'm in touch with my feelings in that way. And I'm also a Libra. Most of my chart is in Scorpio. So let me pull out. So I have the Archangel Oracle cards and then the Glory to Ukraine deck as the main deck. So I have one more deck, which is the Slavic Legends Tarot, and it makes me happy when I look at my projects because I literally haven't really been like motivated to like knit or anything because it's cool in Las Vegas, but it's still not like it's okay. Like I've been working on certain projects that I know like are not too hot on my hands, but other than that, I'm just like I've been knitting a little bit more in this weather, but sewing has been the main thing that I've been doing, and I'm gonna do like uh gifts because it's really last minute and Christmas is around the corner, so it's mainly just, well, they're gifts from my parents because they're the ones that I'm gonna see. Um, so let me get the cards. And it's also like perceiving and like putting the work in, and it's like even though you're trusting that something is gonna be like this, not like a certain way, but for your best interest in some cases. I know there's some instances where it can be really unpredictable and really unfortunate times, especially with the war. Um, I would say that in general, there's like having certain things that in the universe, if you want to believe in that, getting providing it the stuff for you, or like this bringing the stuff to you, or like the stuff being presented to you in a certain way, uh and then also putting the work in, because it's not just like gonna fall in your lap type of thing. It kind of felt like an important thing to say in the reading. It's been a while since I've used this deck. Literally, I've been shuffling it, and this was the card that I was like that I pulled earlier. I was just saying that like I haven't used this deck in a while, so the cards are kind of like um, together, but I do like this card stock. And um, man, I'm gonna get my nails done soon. Random, but I did enjoy the way that my nails were done last time, but like for some reason the nail when I get my nails done here, it just like does not um stay. So I'm gonna do some like nail repair, maybe like tomorrow-ish or sometime this month. But I'm gonna get my nails done this month. And with the Nine of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles, it really like comes down to how you build yourself up. And it does feel like it's like, how are you your bread and butter in a way? Or like, how are you like the catalyst for that? Or, well, it's not like the beginning, but how are you like bringing like the dough in type of thing? Because, um, because with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like she provides or he provides in some way. I'm not reading for genders, just um, where the energy fits. Like it's interesting, like the Queen of Pentacles came out, like was at the bottom of the deck. So that could be underlying energy that's trying to pop up because the obstacle is the Empress. And that's like, it's, oh my gosh. I'm trying to say like, fertile type of energy. For some reason, I was like thinking like, what's a word that I could use that's like kind of like pregnant, but it's, I was going to use a different word and it was just like not coming to mind. So there's a lot of like, oh, you have the Queen of Pentacles that comes up again in the Glory to Ukraine Tarot. That's in the future, the immediate future. In the past, there's the Justice. So there's like pretty heavy, like, and I would say they link together with the Empress and the Justice because you could link the Empress to Libra and then Justice links to Libra too. And that could be like the perception for from the Two of Swords because the Libra also represents the Queen of Swords too. I'm not I'm also not reading for signs either, but just to say. And it just seems like there's something that hasn't been like justice doesn't seem like it has been served in some type of way. And it's coming from major arcana. So I feel like um we're not gonna like take that satisfaction. We're not gonna take that feeling of needing that type of energy from other people in a way. I feel like it really focuses on yourself and how sustaining you are. Then again, the Page of Cups is the present. How to overcome the obstacle, again, being the Empress, is the Ten of Pentacles. So that's literally coming out. And you can also link the Empress to the Hierophant too because it's linking to Taurus energy, and Taurus also, Taurus and Libra link to Empress. And with the Hierophant, it's kind of giving like trusting the process too. Because Hierophant is like one of those higher power types of things. Like maybe some of it gets taken care of like when you're earthbound type of thing, but also there could be things in your environment. It could be also spiritual, which is linking to the Hierophant card that are coming into play as well. Overall energy, so it's another major arcana. So you have the Empress, the Justice, and the Moon are major arcana that come from the Glory to Ukraine Tarot. So there's a good amount of major arcana. Hierophant is also major arcana. Moon, overall energy. There's something like that hasn't been like resolved. I feel like it's maybe like bigger in your head than what you're thinking it is because of the, I was gonna say Pisces, because of the moon card there. There's like heavy on that, like super heavy. I was, but the Five of Cups, just not the Five of Cups. I'm sorry, the Five of Wands isn't presented here, but it just feels like there's some type of, like when I was um reading the time like 555, it just seems like there was something that was irritating. Like there was something like in the energy that just like was, I don't want to say blown out of proportion because I don't want to invalidate anybody. I'm not gonna say blown out of proportion because like when I'm in the feels about things, like you best believe I'm gonna validate the shit out of it. Just kidding. But I'm gonna say like um I feel like it's like when you have certain things that you go by with, again, your moral compass with the way that you live life. I'm not saying that it's not a big deal in that way. I'm saying in the grand scheme of things that like with the songs being like everything's gonna be all right. Um, and there's the other song that just like for some reason makes me laugh because it's, I think because it's so not that close to my, it might be close to my personality, but like miracles happen once in a while when you believe, and it comes from like that song. Um, I think the artist is Maya. Anyway, it comes from like, it's like one of those movie songs, and I'm sure it has to do with like religious things, but I'm not really thinking about it like that. But just to say that like things have a way of working themselves out. So the moon card is here. Maybe directing your emotions in a different way. And I feel like that's what the Queen of Pentacles is doing. And even the Nine of Pentacles, like they know that there's like other things that need to be done during this time. Like we can't just like sit around and be preoccupied because like I gotta do this, that, and the third, and it's just gotta get, it has to get done. Like you, like even when you feel like really shitty and you still have to go to work. Like I'm not saying work's not gonna care if you feel like that, but I'm just saying that like a lot of times in the adult world, especially like in the US, like um it's expensive and you gotta pay for stuff. So you're gonna say like in your mind like, oh man, this blows, but then at the same time you're like, I'm gonna get through it. And I feel like that's like the practicality that's coming from the Queen of Pentacles. And even the Ten of Pentacles, like 10 toes down type of situation. Like, honestly, like you have this. It's like in the bag already. Like, it's already kind of not in the stars, it's kind of more grounded, but like there's some things that are already like rooted down for you in that way. Like, even if there was some conflict, I feel like there's an immediate type of like flip through like conflict resolution type of situation because when it's a Ten of Pentacles, it's something that has something that's so deeply rooted, even though it's minor arcana, that it doesn't shake the foundation. It'd be hard to shake the foundation of the Ten of Pentacles. So you also have the Four of Pentacles here, the Four of Coins. So that's like double the validation and like also um remembering the things like just there's also like the preservation there too of what you need to do and what you actually react to or like put your energy towards. It's like energy like you could link to wands, but energy in terms of like physical action um could be like the Four of Pentacles because it can be like more of the physical earthbound type of energy. And then another major arcana is the Star. Let me turn to the other cards. Seven of Wands. So there's things just like staying, even like staying above water with this. because there's something that like you don't want to sink in, and at this point it's not a time to just feel like you need to doubt yourself, because I feel like that would be um I don't want to say killing the vibe, but like honestly, like it could bring like your the way that you pursue and even how you perceive things, like with the Two of Swords again. Um, it could be more make something more challenging than what it needs to be. Kind of like one of those things when you're younger and you go through this and you're like feeling like, damn, this is like the worst thing that I've ever done. Like, I don't know how people get through this stuff. It's so hard. And then, like, when you get to like a certain age, you're just like, I can handle a lot more stuff now. And you have a counterpart, aside from the Star card, Major Arcana, the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles, so you have the King of Pentacles. So if this does have to do with like a relationship, it's like it kind of equals out. Like, again, miracles happen once in a while when you believe. Pure star energy, like for sure. Also linking to Aquarius, and I would say that that's also good too because water and air, and it kind of softens it, but at the same time, with these energies, it's not like necessarily talking about softening each other, but like um actually like sharpening each other, because I think that's like being able to stick with each other and not kind of control or extinguish their flame, or like the way that they like establish themselves, since it's pentacle energy. um I feel like you've I want to say that there's somebody that like can be strong enough that can stay by your side, and even keeping up with the Seven of Wands, because the Seven of Wands has some adversity to it. Like there's other things that pop up that may be uncomfortable too, and you're just like pulling through it. Um, I would say it's a little more easier with these energies because they're just like hardcore, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, she's like doubling down for sure, and I don't mean that in like maybe energetically, but I mean, uh, I just feel like she takes on so many responsibilities, and there can be like a sensation of like it needs to happen, but also there's also like the I was gonna say, for some reason I was gonna say like enchantment. There's gonna be like there could be like enchanting energy, like with the two dynamics, or like even coupling energy with this. Then you have the Temperance card, like into Sagittarius, Major Arcana. So there's a lot of Major Arcanas here, even though like it could have started off as like maybe conflict, but it's like for a bigger um bolder type of reason in the grand scheme of things, like to teach you how to really wear that crown and to like own it type of thing. Like it's not sweating under pressure. And that's like a lot of what the temperance energy is. Like it's like you've met your match. You're not like having somebody that softens you. You have like a sparring partner that sharpens you, that's constantly like, even if like they challenge you, they're keeping you really like the growth process going, and uh keeping the making sure that your fire is there still, or like whatever earth equivalent is there. But Sagittarius is fire, so it can work. And then the oracle cards, it was so funny because like I wouldn't say that like South Park is like the main type of adult cartoon. Sounds weird, but like you know what I mean, that I watch. But it's kind of one of those things. Like there's one of the I think it was like the last episode of the season, And then Tally comes in and it's like, you can't make this shit up. It's like, you really can't make that shit up. Like, I mean, of course, I guess you can, but for this type of thing, it's just, um, it just feels like maybe with the Seven of Wands, kind of, when you go through these difficult times, it challenges you in different ways. And um, if you just like really focus on certain things, and focus can mean different things, especially with like uh, actually being present and in maybe like medical usage too. In different areas of medical fields, it means different things. Um, but there's like having the eye on the prize and not letting the Seven of Wands, like maybe there could have been somebody trying to do like an intimidation tactic or something, or trying to like be like challenge you in some way, but not like in a way where they're trying to like keep you relevant. Like there's something like that could have been like maybe somebody was trying to like wipe out your relevancy type of situation, and you're just like, I'm gonna do what I know, and um I'll I'll complete this. I'll have I'll do this and that. So you have peace, and I really feel like this goes with the Queen and King of Pentacles. Like it seems like they have each other's backs for some reason. Like there's some type of dynamic where it's like Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Because it just seems like this energy is so like almost like again with that conflict, it seems almost exaggerated. Like somebody again with like an intimidation tactic, or they tried to make it more than what it was, and they just like almost like egging you on, and you just were just focusing on what you really needed to do, and say it's again with that post that I posted on Instagram where you know that not every situation needs your attention. Not all attention is good attention. Um, so, Counselor Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Overcoming difficulties. I'm sorry, like me with reading. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you, and you're surrounding. Oh my God, you're surmounting any previous challenges. Um, and it does feel like you just keep pressing on. The Nine of Pentacles doesn't seem that phased either because she's been there, she's done that. Honestly, she's probably seen worse conditions. So for them to come up to you and be like, I don't know, like just like coming up to you with some type of energy, and then you're thinking like, no, this is not the vibe. And I'm not trying to like joke about it too much, but it just does, it seems like things will be better. And I don't know why. It just seems like so like hardcore about it. And then you have our me not reading. Like I cannot read right now. Relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Like just like trust in the energy, and again like you can't make this shit up. Like just have a level mind and know the things that like may be necessary for it. Again, it's like an individual basis and you'll have different situations, but overall I'm getting a really solid reading. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.